Record. Okay. There we go. That's the warning to everybody. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, a couple of things about websites in particular. So, I am gonna just give you like 5-10 minutes here of some information that I've learned, where I learned it from, so you can go more in depth. And hopefully you can use it with your own businesses to hopefully expand. And then we can spend 30 to 50 minutes talking about websites or whatever you want to talk about. We're going to do something a little bit different. I have a couple of breakout rooms open. So if you want to specifically focus on websites, talking about websites, that's great. And if that's not your thing, you want to like just talk about whatever you want to talk about, then I'm going to have you go to a breakout room and you should be able to choose your breakout room. I want to say at the bottom, you'll be able to choose your breakout room, hopefully, when we get to that point. So just to give you an idea of where we're going with that. So when it comes to websites, I found some very interesting information that I wanted to share with you. And so I wanted to start with Tariq's website, specifically because I know it's converting because he's very, very successful, which is great. And then what are some of the qualities that make a convertible website? And then I also want to show you a cool trick where you can look at your website in mobile view. So how many of us actually look at our website, go through the whole process of booking, that sort of thing. So it's a really good idea to check out your website and how well you can navigate your website. So 3 things that are really important on your website. And I talk about this literally every day. I say this multiple times a day. There are 3 really important things that you want to do without scrolling and without clicking at all, right? And the first one is, where are you located? Okay, where are you located? So Tariq really nicely here has Orland Park Bounce House Rentals. And so he has his location. And I actually asked my website person today, and I'm like, why is it Orland Park? Why isn't it Chicago? Why isn't it, why specifically Orland Park? And because if I'm looking for, am I frozen? I look frozen. There we go. Okay. If I'm looking for Orland Park specifically, I'm going to look for bounce house rentals in Orland Park. And so when I'm Googling that, I'm going to show up more often because I have Orland Park in my title. And so it's important, without scrolling or clicking, to go ahead and keep your location right there. So that way you're not navigating away, you're specifically staying on this website. Secondly, what are you renting? It's very clear here that he rents bounce houses, water slides, and obstacle courses. Those are 3 very clear. Okay, I'm not clicking away because I can't find anything. It's literally here. Does he offer other things? Absolutely. But these are the primary things that he wants people booking, and they're right there for everybody to see. And then the third thing here is check for coupons. That's my call to action. So when you look at your website, is your call to action something that people are actually going to be clicking on? Is it add to cart? Is it book now? Because yikes, I don't know if I want to book now, right? I'm not sure about that. So I am sure that I want the best deal possible. So check for coupons is really clear here. And it's not really about a discount, right? It's really more about giving value, right? So you don't want to make this something that you're not willing to give up, because I know a lot of us have smaller businesses. You can't afford to give $10-15 off or 10 or 15% off. What you really want to show is added value, right? So maybe you have a game that's lying around in your warehouse somewhere. Maybe you just want to simply offer overnight delivery if that's something you're willing to do, or you want to offer free delivery if that's something you're willing to do. Because what you really want is for people to click and want to give you their information, because you're going to seal the deal with your excellent customer service. That's what's really, really important. So those are the things, those basic things that I've learned are really, really helpful with that, along with your coupon, right? The other cool thing is, let's see, will it do one on here? No. Nope. Hold on. No. And no, I can't do it. Yes, I can. There we go. All right. So when I right click, and I hit inspect here. Okay. This is basically, now it doesn't look exactly like the view here, the mobile view, which is what I like. Yeah, but if you right click and then you hit inspect, it should show you your mobile view. This is a little bit bigger than mobile view, but I do like seeing like a smaller view. So you want to see like what most of your customers are going to be seeing. Under remove background. I don't know where that is. Nope. Okay. This is what we got. So yeah, so you want to be able to see what your customers are seeing on mobile view. So it's important that you check that out. But generally speaking, it's a right click and then inspect, and then it will show you the smaller version of that. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Not happening. So, anyway, so good to take a look on mobile view, so that way you know what your customers are seeing. And then the other great thing about having a website that is convertible is that your checkout process is really, really smooth. All right, so give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. My had to give my 7-month-old to my husband over there so that way he can look take a turn there evening time. All right. So yeah, so we're talking about mobile view, which is really great to check out so that way you can see the process, the whole thing from beginning to end. And then what's great about Tariq's website here is it's very easy to do your checkout. So really simply, he's got an automatic time limit. So this is really cool. While I was watching his video on your website sucks, and he doesn't mean that personally, which is nice because some of us have spent a lot of time on our websites. But he has specifically from 2 to 6 p.m. I don't have to think about the amount of time. He puts that there automatically. And then easy to click here and then continue shopping, things like that. But he makes it really easy to check out, right? So if you haven't had a chance to check out your process on your website, I would definitely go through like when's the last time you actually filled in all the information? Is it really easy? Is everything working for you? You want to do that regularly, like check that out. Because the more clicks that you make a person do, the less likely they are to book with you, right? Oh, that almost rhymed. I like that. So the less likely they are to book with you. So your checkout process, definitely having those 3 things on your homepage, really great. And then what was the other thing I wanted? I wanted like one more thing that I wanted to share. Oh, on your product page, I thought this was really good. Right here, this is one of my favorite things. These right here, I'm a reader, right? So I know not everyone is a reader, like not everyone is going to read all this information on the product page, but I absolutely love that he has these things here because these are some of my most common questions. Do you deliver to my area? Of course, there's that coupon, click on coupons here. What's your rain policy right here? How many kids can fit in this particular model? With cleaning, what's included, what you'll need. So I know not everyone reads these, but these are like most common questions. And I think that's really great. And then if I still have questions, I'm not sure, then I can go to text us and I can immediately get someone to answer all of my questions. So I really like that on the product page. So I'm not necessarily going to read everything, but my most common questions right here, super, super great for that. So that is just a basic rundown of the things that I learned. Now, the video that I took this from, 5 Reasons Your Website Sucks, is like over 2 hours long, but those are my main takeaways for that. So what I want to do now is, if you're interested in talking a little bit more about websites, maybe your website, we want to take a look at that, then you can stay here with me. If you'd rather have a little bit more of a free conversation in a breakout room, you want to talk about all things party rental. I know last time we talked about Santas and balloon decor with Stacy and John, and great ideas from Stacy, who is here with us tonight, which is awesome. If you guys want to talk more freely and not focus on websites, then you can pick a breakout room. There are 2 of them, and you're more than welcome to join. So I'm going to give everybody about 60 seconds. You can stay here or you can go to the breakout room. So how do you do that? If you go down to the bottom of your Zoom screen, then you should see breakout rooms. Help me out, Zoel. Do you see breakout rooms down there? Which room is which? Great question. So room 1, I actually just opened up 2. There's actually not a huge number of us in here. So if you want to see rooms, you can. But room 1, if you want to pick room 1, then you can go there if you want. All right.
I am able to see breakout rooms, by the way.
Thank you, Zoel. Appreciate you. So I wanted to make it so everybody can join the breakout room if you want to just go over there. I love it. Room 1 for Stacy. So Stacy, if you want to do room 1, you want to chat about what you want to chat about, that's cool.
I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to get there. I'm sitting here moving my mouse around on my phone to try and figure out where to find this room. So just somebody send me to the thing to hit yes, room 1.
You want me to put you in your room?
Put me in my room, please. Put me in my
All right.
closet.
I will send you to your room. Give me a second. This is great. I never thought I would be sending Stacy Chase to her room, but here we are.
Okay, everybody, chase me to my room.
That's right. All right. Anybody else in room number 1? Anybody else want to go to room number 1 to talk with Stacy about that? Yeah, you can go. Yep, room number 1. Good. Caleb's there. Little jumpers. Awesome. Anybody else interested in going to room number 1 with Stacy Chase? To a little bit more there. All right. Awesome. I mean, you can definitely stay with me. I'm totally fine with that too. Yep, room number 1. Yep, perfect. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. Is everybody where they want to be? All good? Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and open up the floor to you guys. So when it comes to your website, what are your thoughts about websites that convert versus just pretty websites? Like, what do you think your website is? No? There we go. Okay. How about you, Adriano, your website?
My website is looking good. It's got the Google ads going. So we gotta just finishing up with for Lino. That's about it. Everything's looking good so far. We're waiting for the business to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a lot of us. Caleb was just saying like he got his first 70-degree day today. So his 4 weeks of summer have started. So he's like got to capitalize on those 4 weeks. So that's really great. Adriana, do you happen to have your link to your website? We can take a look at it.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. And then anybody else who's got a website that you want us to take a look at, we can take a quick look at if you like. And I promise I won't say it sucks. I'm not as mean as Tariq is. He's very blunt. I'm more like, you did a great job. No, I'm really more about like looking at how we can improve and like get your bookings, right? That's the whole goal. All right. And while Adriano's finding that, there we go. Okay. Yeah, what do I think about my websites in Arizona? So yeah, so I did a little research for a pricing calculator. Zoel did a really great one as well, which is linked to my last video. But I definitely took a look at their websites and I was like, yeah, I could do a website. These guys did it. I can do it as well. So definitely some of the websites that I see, just as a customer, not
Hello?
as like, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I
I
see your
put it up.
perfect. Thank you. I basically was like, as a customer, I'm so confused. Like I would never be able to book on some of these sites because I can't figure out like how their booking process goes. So hopefully, we've got some other examples here that like Adriano's here. Ooh, did you get a custom website, Adriano? What?
Yeah, through you guys.
Oh my
Through
god.
event.
I love it. Okay, so cute. First of all, like the color scheme here. And you know what? Unfortunately for Tariq, I can't really say that it sucks because it doesn't. It's great. So, you've got your bounce house rentals in Providence, so you've got your keyword for that. You also have what you rent, bounce houses, water slides, concessions, games, very clear there. And then you've got your check for coupons. So already I'm sold on this website because I'm getting value here with the checkout. And then I need a bounce house for Booker's birthday, which is coming up in September. He's a September 25th. He was born 10 days after me, so got to go all out, right? And so he would love this Tiger Bounce. And you're offering it for $190, which I think is great. I'm willing to do that. And then you've already got the time set because I'm really terrible when it comes to time. And you've given me a window here, like, okay, that's great. And if I wanted to change it, I could very easily change it, which is great. Let me go ahead and go to September. There we go. September 25th. So we'll go, maybe the 28th there. Okay. And then I want to apply, right? There we go. And then I'm going to check out with this lovely Tiger Bounce House. Okay, great. And then, okay, here's what I love about this too. I can see what I'm getting, right? The 190. I'm going to click next. And then when I go here, this is amazing because I'm willing to put in, my information here. Okay. Organization, all of my information here. And then when I click next, you're going to make it very easy for me to put in all of my details. So there are some websites that I've checked out that they have so many things that I can't even figure out where all the information should go and what I have to put in and what I don't. And you made it really easy for me with all these drop-down menus and very clear of where I can go here. And then easily I can get a quote. Right, obviously I'd have to fill in all my information, but it's super, super easy for me to check out through your system. Now, Adriana, I wanted to ask you, do you do Google Pay?
I believe so. I think they also put that up. I am not sure if they set it up.
Awesome.
Zen, what's her name again? Zen?
Yana.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Yana. Mm-hmm.
Kiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she was the one that was setting it up for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's right that you do have Google Pay, which I was gonna say with when it comes to your payment methods, you absolutely want to make it as easy as humanly possible for your person to check out. And so imagine them not having to put in their credit card information and literally just being able to do Google Pay, and then they don't even have to, like, they trust Google more than you, basically. And so you're willing to put in your information, your address, right? But I can very easily pay that 190 with my Google Pay, and I don't even have to think about it. And I think you get that with what you have specifically. So Adriano, I can't even, I can't even critique anything because right now it looks phenomenal. Your system is easy. You have the 3, what are you renting, the call to action, like, gosh dang it, make it worse so I can have more to talk about.
I know. Thank you. I'm working on it.
In a good positive
Working
direction.
on damaging his site. He's like,
Yeah, I love it. Is that Deran? Are you like Duran? How do you say your name? Deran? Mr. Braxton. Do you have a website, Mr. Braxton?
I can't even hear.
Oh, sorry. You can't hear the
I'm trying to figure out how to work this.
oh no. That's okay.
Okay, give me a second. Let me figure out how to work this thing, man.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm new to this.
All good. Learning curve.
Yeah. Let me see. Man, I don't even know what to do.
No worries. We can do chat too. There we go. I'll shorthand things. Yeah, if you're looking at websites. Hi, John. What's up, John? And he ran away. Okay. He was like, this isn't the webinar. What? Gotta come back for that. All right. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and oops, I'm working on more than one computer here, so I gotta email myself this because that is the way it works. All right. So I'm gonna put in the video that I kind of took notes on to talk about websites. And that way you have a chance to go a little bit more in depth than I did, more than 15 minutes of content. Right, there we go. So really super informative video, and it has a lot more detail, and obviously it's much better because Tariq did it. But I love the way that I don't know, he's just really blunt and he's funny. So I definitely recommend watching it all the way through. But like I said, it's a couple of hours. So you really want to take some time, take some notes, and then there's lots of things that you can do just on your own to make your website more convertible, right? So pretty websites are great, but ones that convert are even better, right? So there's that with that.
Um,
Did you get it figured out there, Mr. Braxton?
no. No, but I don't have a website. Yeah.
No. Okay, you don't have a website yet. Okay. How many years have you did you just start?
Yeah, this will be like the first year.
Okay, great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's really exciting. So are you doing just inflatables or are you branching out?
I'm really trying to figure Trying to figure it out. I got inflatables and water slides right now, but
Okay. I love it. Inflatables and water slides. That's great. I know I'm putting you on the spot, so I'm just curious. You're starting out and you don't have a website. So what made you want to start?
money.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. So you were looking for money. That's one way to do it. So I mean, but where did you see someone doing this? Did you hear about it from somewhere? I know I'm frozen, but great face.
I just was looking for something to get into, and this seemed like something that was worth trying.
I love it. I love it. Is it meeting your expectations so far?
Yeah, huh? Can you get some what? Oh, man, hold on. I'm on the get some chips. Uh, but I mean, so far, yeah, it's been all right. I ain't got enough. I ain't reached out like I should right now. So I guess for what I am doing, it's all right.
Okay. All right. I will take that. Some enthusiasm there. Like, I feel like your background is not matching the amount of enthusiasm that you have for the business. That's very cool background. So I don't know.
I don't even know how I got that on.
Amazing. Amazing. That is awesome. Well, Adriano, you've got your website and everything, but you're also just starting out, right?
Yes, I am. I'm just starting out. Like I said, I'm working with Lino, and
Mhm.
he's helping me out a lot with the Google ads that I just started up. Ads that you guys are helping me manage. So hopefully, for my first year, Diana did a great job on my website. When I first started back in, I believe it was September, October. I can't remember when she started doing it for me. It's going good. Hopefully, this is going to be the year that's going to bring in the cash.
Woo! I
Yeah,
like
I'm
it.
putting a lot of work into it. I'm buying a lot of other merchandise. I got a lot of other stuff that I got to put up. I got some throne chairs. I got some Giovanni chairs. I got some whole bunch of other stuff to add to the website.
Okay. That's awesome. The throne
Yeah.
chair in your head.
There we go. I was going to say Stacy Chase is going to be so excited to hear that. She is the throne chair queen. She's great with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. So awesome. Good for you. You have so many great things. I love it. That's really exciting. How about you, John? Where are you at stage wise?
Okay, for me, for stage wise, basically I'm doing pretty good. I got my website up rolling for at least what 5, 6 years now, and
Nice.
from there and then on there, my Google ad I changed it, so now I'm getting more clicks, I'm getting more calls, but the thing is, the call is out of my range.
Oh.
But just like this weekend, basically I struck up with what about 8 events at one time from there. And looking at it, like I said, with Yvette Hope and everything else, it just helped me stay stable
Mm.
and with a sound mind and knowing exactly what had to be done. And just like for the ones it's just beginning, don't get frustrated when you don't get customers. Don't get impatient for that from there, because you're going to go through some ups and downs, some bad times, good times, and everything else. But I would say that what you want out of it is what you actually put into it.
Hmm. Oh my goodness. Such wise words. John is the best, right? He was like every single time you come in, John, you give us so many words of wisdom. I love it.
That's,
And words of
that's
encouragement.
how I feel right now. about when is it gonna start coming in, and the nervous, all this money I'm wasting and stuff, if it's gonna come back. Just gotta wait, like you just said.
Mhm.
Don't put the hopes down.
Now, most of the time, you have to really be patient, and then not on that, when you're marketing it, and then you get from one customers, and you got your like your little business cards or whatnot from there, and basically how I draw with a lot of my customers is basically when I do one event, I hang around a little bit in just case somebody got questions, and from there, and everything just branch off from there. And the word, like I said, I started out with basic word of mouth before I actually got into a website. And once I got a website, it just bored me out a little more. But I made sure that my finance was stable, that if anything ever fall, I know the business won't collapse. It's still stable.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
That is awesome. I love it. John, are you brave enough to put your website in the chat so we can take a look at it?
I don't really know how to do that. I
All right,
really don't.
let's see
Uh,
if I can find it. What's the name of your business, John?
it's Bounce House of Joy.
Houseofjoy.com. All right, let's take a look. Let's see if
Mhm.
we can find it. All right. Let's see. Are you a 757 area code?
Yes.
Woo! Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is the right one. Boom. Is that it?
Yep, that's the one.
Yes. Okay, awesome. All right, props. Yes. All
Uh,
right. So let's see what we got here. All right. So you have a like your bounce houses here, which is good. I would love to see it a little bit more clear, like exactly what it is that you have besides like these aren't your only bounce houses, right? Like we definitely want to be able to see
no,
those clearly.
right.
Um,
What you basically have to do, they're just like I call the front page, what you're
mm,
looking at now.
mhm.
Okay, but basically once you go down in the products and be able to hit water slides and be able to hit tents and
Oh, I see.
concession and all that, it will open up more exactly what I actually have on inventory and what I'm working with. But
Gotcha. Okay.
that right there, just a front side.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, so the only thing is, when I'm looking for something in particular, I want to be able to see that without having to look around, right? Do you have
Mhm.
competitors in the area?
Do I have what now?
Do you have some competitors in the area as well?
Oh, quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
Quite a lot.
yeah, so you want to be sure that things like so you have bounce house disco dome rentals, interactive inflatables, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
I think inflatables is a term like that the industry uses, same thing with like combos. So I don't know if inflatables is going to be something that people are really gonna gravitate towards, but definitely like
Okay.
bounce houses having that much more clear and visible is really really helpful. So just as an example, like on Adriano's site here, he's got his like it's very clear. It's down here in the middle. I think there's some other examples that make
Mhm.
it. Let's see. My favorite is um let's see. Is it this one? I don't Let me see if yes, this is one of my favorites. This one right here, because it like really clearly shows everything
Oh, okay.
and so you still have a lot here, but I can see it like immediately when I get to the site. So I'm not having to scroll or look around. Obviously I can see more if I want to scroll,
Mhm.
but I have my main sellers like right here when the person gets to their website,
Oh, okay. Okay.
right? So that's a good rule of thumb there. The other thing
Okay.
is, you do have we deliver to Chesapeake and surrounding areas, so that's really good. But again, the ones that are converting are the ones that it's like nice and big, it's like very clear exactly where you deliver. And you were saying that people are asking from like outside of your delivery area, so it might help to just very clearly state where you're located, so that way it's obvious that that's where it is. So, 'cause
Right,
some,
because I got it so that if they want the book, especially coming through Evict Hall, if they want the book, right,
Mhm.
it'll open it up and let them know what area I serve from
I see.
there. And it, by the zip code and within in an area, because I basically tried to serve within a 20-mile radius.
I see.
So
Okay.
gotta be able to accommodate all the customers without going way out, and then
Mhm.
somebody else be lacking within the 20 miles.
Gotcha. Okay. And do you charge a delivery fee, like for distance?
Yes,
Mhm.
within that 20-mile radius, I got just one certain fee. Now, just like this weekend, the lady asked for a water slide, which is out of my range, right? And basically, I doubled that due to the other customer I have within my range from
Got-
there. But I don't bite off on it for the following reason that I don't want to lose what's in my range just to go out to get one.
Gotcha. That's fair. Okay. All right. I was just wondering about your delivery fees because I see that pop up in the Facebook groups a lot. Like, are you charging delivery fees? Are you not? But you do, and there's a reason
Mhm.
for that, right?
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah. It costs gas, it costs you, the delivery time. And if you have guys that are delivering, like obviously it's them as well that you have to pay for that
Mhm.
amount of time. So um would you say that is a good idea to go ahead and charge for a delivery fee? Um
That's an
yeah.
excellent idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So the third thing is your call to action. So, that would be like what you want me to do once I get to this page. And again, I don't want to click or scroll to be able to do that. And it looks like your biggest thing is like to call, which is great because that would get the person on the phone with you, right? But how
Right.
many people actually want to call?
Well,
Are
basically, majority of them that I ask the clients that I serve and everything else, right?
Mhm,
They majority skip the website, they automatic call me. And
mhm,
especially when you get the last minute one, because if you try to book within the within that 1 week before your event, the website I direct them to call me to see
mhm.
if I got availability because we're not letting them book online. So they give me the opportunity to talk and explain to them in details and what's what and everything else from there.
Absolutely. That's fair. I'm just wondering how many people are calling versus how many more people would like would prefer like a quick text or something like that. Like in
Mhm.
your community, would it be more people that would prefer to send a quick text or do the phone call? Like that's my curiosity. Like I'm wondering if you would
Mhm.
get more people who'd be willing to do it like a text me rather than a call me sort of thing.
Well,
So.
within what I'm dealing with is that most of them want to hear me rather than
Yeah.
that. 'Cause like a lot of elders, like the churches and all of that,
Mhm.
from there they want to go in more details about what's what from
Yeah.
there. And then not only that, the ones that go through the website to Yvette Hall, right? Which I don't understand, but I call them anyway when they put stop, right?
Mm. Mhm.
Unsubscribe, they want to put stop, but I still call them. And
Yeah.
some of them I still call. They say, well, I saw your pop-up, I saw this, I saw that, but what do you really have? How do you operate? So
Gotcha.
once I call them from there, and 9 times out of 10, I get about 2 or 3 bites, two or three clients through that. Even though
Mhm.
it says stop, I just don't give up at stop.
That's great. And I love that you're persistent, right? Because some of the churches, especially, the
Mhm.
school functions, like you have to be persistent. You have to continue to call them because they're definitely not, they're not reaching out to you necessarily over and over again. You have to be the person who's, hey, like, are you interested? Hey, you said,
Mhm.
I can call you back, that sort of thing. So good for you for like
Right.
being persistent. That's great. Um,
Mhm.
and then yeah, here we go. So just be careful when they text stop. Legally, you're supposed to stop texting though, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. You can't text them after they text stop, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's what it says. Stop texting, but it never say stop calling.
yeah, that's why John is like, I got this.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And when you call them, right, they're appreciative that you're answering their questions, right? So
Right, because someone tell me, thanks for calling me, because just looking at things, sometimes I get more understanding from there. And then some of them, when I call, they say, oh, we just booked with somebody else. I said, fine, but if there's anything that you need from me, please call me if you don't like texting.
yeah,
And
there we go.
they will sell it with that.
Love it. I love it. That
Mhm.
works. That's awesome. And also I wanted to bring up Andrea. Andrea had a really great question. What are some examples of how much to charge for delivery? And Zoel's response differs from company to company, but we charge $69 for 0 to 10 miles, $79 for 11 to 15, $89 for 16 to 18, and $99 for 19 to 20 miles. Because, it's expensive, like gas
Mhm.
and everything is expensive. So it's important to account for that in your pricing, right? So really
Mhm.
great. Love it. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, John. That's really great. And then I want to take a look at your booking. Let's see if I wanted to book something for you.
Mhm.
Let me see. I'm going to come down here because I love all of these things. Let's see. Mystic Mountain, very cool. And there's your pop-up because again, I personally I would be clicking on that so fast because I love pop-ups. I am like, yes, please. I love when
Mhm.
they come up, especially if they're fun or they're themed, I want more information. I'm one of those people who loves to have too much information. So
Mhm.
that's really great there. So I'm a texter. I'm not much of a caller. That's weird. I probably shouldn't say that because I have to call people every day, but but I prefer to text. I love it. So did you write this description yourself, John?
Yes.
I love it. Okay, awesome. Because not everybody has descriptions. So this is really great. So let's see, Mystic Slide features a double lane slide, a splash pool. This popular model is the perfect choice for any kind of outdoor event or festival. I freaking love this. This is great. The double slide features extra wide lane with high sides and a generously sized splash pool at its base. Can be used as wet splash, dry pool, or pit balls, which is a low additional price. So you lost me on the last part, but the first part, I love it.
Mhm.
I am all in. I love a good story too. I thought someone naming their slides. And I love that. That's the sort of thing. But the fact that you took the time to write out a description is really great. Now I am wondering, I see the size here. I am so bad when it comes to measurements and numbers. So I would definitely be calling you, John, to be like, I have no idea whether this is going to fit in my yard or not. Can you tell me? Can I send you pictures? So I would definitely need more details here for that because I would need that. Let's see, you do have additional info. Okay, see, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I would be reading all of this. 50% deposit is required and non-refundable. Okay, do you get people who are fine, they're fine with the 50% deposit, right?
Yes, they sell it with a 50% deposited,
Mhm.
because in order to actually get it, they have to lock it in. And then some didn't lock it in. By the time they came back, somebody already been rented.
Gotcha. I love it. That's great. So you really, and I feel like you could even do that more, be like, you got to lock that in or else, someone's going to rent it. It happens all the time. It's super important to do that. So I love that. That's really great. Yeah, got to create the scarcity. Yeah, exactly that. Because definitely that's another one. Even if I didn't need it, if someone was like, oh, there's only one left, I'd be like, oh, I really need to get that. Because it's the last thing. So that's great. And then you have your rain policy, your occupancy, and then what's included. So all of this is information I would absolutely need. And I wouldn't have to call you, and that's perfect. All right, so
Right.
then you have your sizes here, which is great. And then I love it. This makes it very clear with the pictures. Awesome. So you did a great job with that. So I can check availability. I can make a reservation. That's great. I'm going to my son's birthday. It'll be his first birthday this year. So we're going to go big or go home here. So there it is. All right. I love that. Congratulations. I already feel like I've won. This is epic. All right. So I'm going to pretend I'm in Norfolk. Here we go. All right. So you have your delivery, $60. You've got your product here. Okay, awesome. So 560. All right. So this is a little scary. I'm a little scared because I have all this information I have to fill in. I really have to be committed to filling absolutely everything in. Do most of your customers like do a good job of filling this in for you though?
Yes, they fill all that in. So
Good.
when I go to do the contract, it just like hit one button and print.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Good. So if that's working for you, great. I prefer like the checkout system that's more in chunks basically. So when you add
Okay.
to cart, it's like, this chunk and then here's the next one and then here's the next one. Let's see. Can I change that? Yeah. Here's that. Checkout. Oops. Yeah, I have to. Here we go. This one, just to be real quick here. Apply that. Check out. Okay. So, here it is. So when I'm looking at this cart, I'm like, oh, all I have to do is click next. And then I'm still doing all the same information that you have, but it's very simple. It's really, it's in smaller pieces and I'm more likely to finish the process and it's easier, for me to do as a customer, than just seeing like this huge page of information, especially if I'm trying to give you the money. Like I want to give you this money and the quicker you can get me to do that, the better. Right. So
Okay.
whereas here I'm like, there's so much information and then, all of that as well. So, but really great. Like you're getting people to fill it in, which is awesome. Just how many more people can we get by not having them stop through halfway through because there's, questions or there's too much going on. So,
Yeah, because the first half, once you fill the first half out, right, there's
yeah.
one button that transfer all the information down into it.
Oh, good. Okay,
That
excellent.
you don't have to retype. Because once
Perfect.
you fill your information out, and then only time you retype something out different, if you
Oh, I
setting up
see.
at a totally different location.
Awesome.
Other than
Okay.
that, you hit one button, it fills everything else out for you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see that where it says yes, like the item above. Okay. That makes me feel so much better, John, because I'm like, that's so much. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I think that's really great. And anything you can do to limit the number of clicks that your person has to do, that your customer has to do, then that's great. So overall, John, I'm going to give you an A because I like this. I think it's not 100%, but it's definitely, it's in the range of an A because you've done a lot to this website. I can tell there's a lot of work. There's just a couple of things I would change on it. Getting
Okay.
rid of things like words like inflatables, making it very clear where you deliver, and you have your call to action, which is really easy for me to find, and your booking system here, or like your address thing. Again, like you make it really easy. It just looks scary and looks can kill. So that's it. But I think you did a really, really great job with that.
Thank
Really
you.
so thank you guys for sharing your websites. Adriano, hopefully Mr. Braxton also, you have a few things that you can take away for when you decide to get a website, which is great. And then what I want to do is I'm gonna call my group back here. Let's see if I can, I don't want to scare them, but also I'm gonna get everybody back here to close. All right, so I'm gonna close all my rooms. And that will let them know they get 60 seconds to wrap up whatever it is that they're talking about. So there we go. All right. And I really appreciate everybody who came in today. So websites, not my strong suit. I've done a lot of learning. Tariq is a really great teacher. I highly, highly recommend his videos and his channel. So it's a good idea if you haven't already subscribed to his channel to do that. Yeah. So let me go. Yeah, getting a lot of people coming in, which is
How did
cool.
you get to his channel?
What's that?
I said, how do you get to Tariq's channel?
That is a great question. So yes, let me do that. Let's see, Event Hawk. Yeah, I have it on my other computer, but of course I actually need it. It's not here. Here we go. Okay, I got it. All right. So let me go ahead and put it in the chat for you. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, definitely do that. Right there. Let me let Virginia in here. So if you're not subscribed to the Event Hawk channel, really great opportunity to get more information on that. And I'm going to go ahead and close with my handy dandy form here. So hopefully, did everybody have a good discussion in room 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Woo! I love
Yeah,
it. And if not, I'm gonna ask Stacy to tell on you guys later, so I'm gonna find out one way or another. All right. Good. Okay, awesome. So I want to put in the chat also, if you're interested in the 5 reasons your website sucks, that's also on the channel, but I'll give you that link as well. And then the other thing is my Google form that I want to share with you guys. So this is to put in your topics for next time. I love talking about things you want to talk about as well. So this gives you a chance to do that. But it doesn't want to cooperate right now, so that's all. All right, I will try putting this link in the chat and we'll see if that works. I don't know. Anybody brave enough to try my link and see if it works?
Gotcha.
Is it
Adriana,
working?
sorry.
It
Go
worked.
Oh, it's working. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So if you fill out that Google form for me, I won't take it too personally. Like I said, it gives me an idea of how engaged you were today. So were you a 1, you weren't engaged at all, or a 5, like this was really, really engaging, it was really useful for you. And then also give me an idea of the topics that you'd like to talk about. So is it insurance? Is it delivery? Is it more about websites? Whatever it is that you guys want to talk about, I want to bring in people who know what's going on, who can help you, and also give you a chance to talk about your own personal experiences and share. I didn't get a chance to get anyone's origin story today, but I would love to get one next week. And I'd also like to talk about discounts and promos. And I'm going to either invite someone or have a video to share with you on a program that works for him. It works really well for his business. And it's all about discounts and promotions and how those can make you a lot more money. So hopefully, if you're interested in sticking around, Tariq has his webinar in about 2 minutes. It is in this exact same location, so you're in the perfect spot. And I can't do what he does. Like, he is the absolute best, and I am just like here to give you guys a chance to talk. So if you want to do some real learning here, I would stick around and for Tariq's webinar here in a minute. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's roundtable, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. CST.
Thank you for your help. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank you.
Adriana,
you,
sorry, I
Amanda.
wanted to say something. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Is that a new logo?
Yes.
You should send it to us so we could update it on your site. I like it.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, that's nice. It's better than the one you had before. The Canva one. I made it, guys. It was horrible. Oh.
You did a good job. I like it. I like it a lot.
No, I know.
say,
It
you
was
don't
just a
do anything.
temper. No, because I don't, Canva's not for logos, but that one looks really good and it's gonna match with the site.
I love it. I love it. And also, thank you, Ziana, for reminding me. May 14th, that is the thing. May 14th, Ziana is doing websites. She is our awesome, awesome website person at Event Hawk, and she is giving away a free website to a lucky person, which is amazing because I can't even tell you how much work it is to create a website that's convertible, and that is awesome. And she and her team do that all the time, and she's giving one of those away. So definitely, if you have a chance, May 14th is her webinar, and definitely attend if you can. Super, super great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Right.
Hello, everybody. Amanda, could you make me host so I can do what I gotta do? All right, perfect. Host. Do that, and then can we stop the recording?